Looking at other news, trouble is brewing in a small northwest village where 5 schools have been shut down indefinitely by the community. They're demanding that the education department makes good on a promise to build a new secondary school because parents have had enough of overcrowding. Our reporter Malungelo Booi is in that village and joins us live from there. Malungelo, a very good morning to you. I can see that there are people behind you holding placards and chanting, just really looking for answers. Give us an update of what's happening there.
That's right. In fact, the situation has been like this in this community since Monday, with fed-up parents really shutting down this secondary school. What they've essentially saying, is that they want the education department to extend the school and build more classes. They complain about overcrowding, but they're also complaining about the state of the school. Earlier, we're inside some of the classes, and you could actually see the dire state of those classes. In fact, parents telling us that because of the overcrowding and that there's not enough furniture at the school, some children at the school are essentially forced to bring bricks and sit on them during classrooms. I want to see if we can speak to one of the parents. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. Okay. You've got children that go to the school? How many?
Children.
2 children.
2 of them.
Yeah. Why have you decided you're joining this strike?
We decided to join this strike just because of our children are suffering.
Yeah.
And then when it's raining, they have to take umbrellas inside the classroom, and which is wrong. And they are too much crowded in the class.
Do you feel, though, because of that, your children are not getting good education?
Yes, they are not getting good education just because of they are too much crowded. Yeah. And it's too hot inside the class.
How long has the situation been like this?
2003. It's been a long time. Yes.
I heard that the education department is coming to address you guys as parents. What do you want to hear them say to you?
We want the department to come and tell us when they are going to build a school, so that our children must be safe.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Mpo, that's just one of the parents. I want you to see, excuse me, can we please pass? Sorry. I want you to see what also we've been seeing. You know what they've done, some of these parents, what they've done is that they've essentially put in placards at the school gate, essentially saying that, all they want the school, nothing else. Ribatla Mapoisa Le Councillor, Ribatla School. That's all that they're saying. And here's another placard. It reads, if you want peace, build a school. Or if you don't do that, we'll continue to strike. We've been hearing, though, that the education department here in the Northwest, at around 10 o'clock, it will hold a meeting with these parents. In a way, I suppose they will be paving a way forward in this, a way forward as to how then do they solve the problem here. We've also been told that there's about 5 schools now, because of this shutdown, that have been affected by this.
Now, you speak about the 5 schools, Malungelo, and of course the impact here is much larger than the small crowd that you're speaking to outside that one particular school. Just let's speak a little bit about the other schools that have joined in this protest and the impact that's having on learning, because as you stand there and interact with parents, I can see that there are children in the streets wandering the streets as all of this is underway.
That's right. In fact, if you're talking about 5 schools, I suppose I don't know the enrollment of those schools. But I would be assuming that a lot of children have actually been affected by this. In fact, when we're driving in here into this village, we saw people that I think were teachers that were supposed to be reporting to this school, signing a register next to the main road. And I've seen, a lot of children that would be at school who are not at school, who are just roaming around the streets because, of this shutdown. The community members are saying that the other 4 schools have joined this shutdown in solidarity with what is currently happening at this secondary school. Essentially, parents saying that they want education officials to give them a time frame on when exactly they will build them a proper school with proper furniture, because the crowding in this school is essentially disastrous for their children. When we're inside one of the classrooms, the state really of that classroom, it's not a classroom that you would expect, a child to learn there. It's not conducive at all, and I suppose that's why these parents have resorted to this extreme measure of shutting down the school and not allowing any learning to take place here until education officials are here to address them and tell them exactly when they will deal with the problems that they currently face in this community and in this school in particular.
And Malungelo, as I read behind you, one of the placards says "Re batla skolo fela," which really means that they're not asking for anything else. They're just merely asking for a school. And we know what's been happening in the Northwest Province. There have been several schools that have been marred with all sorts of shaky starts to the start of the academic year. This is not, of course, the first batch of 5 schools that's been affected by ongoing problems in that province.
That's right. There were issues with transportations in some parts of this province, and now, this community is joining, is one of those communities that's actually also saying that, well, we're tired of not being listened to by education officials when we raised concerns. And this problem, we have been told by the community members that we've been talking to here, saying that this problem dates back to 2003, and they've raised this issue and nothing has been done, and hence they've resorted to this extreme measure of shutting down the school. And 4 other schools have now joined in solidarity with this school. It's going to be interesting to hear what education officials in this province will say when they meet with this community at 10 o'clock. We've heard the community members saying that all they want really is a school, nothing else. The question, though, is whether will education officials deliver on that, because this is what this community wants, nothing else. They want, the education department to give them the school, or at least give them time frames on when they will build, their school. And the situation has been like this since Monday. And these parents are saying that they're not going to stop really until the education department, gives them time frame on when exactly they will get that school.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you so much, our reporter Malungelo Booi, covering the developments coming out of that Northwest school. The locals in Malungelo village shutting down 5 schools and essentially saying all we want is a school. Of course, as you heard from Malungelo Booi, education officials will be addressing that community, and as soon as those proceedings are underway, we'll take you back to that village, of course, giving you up-to-date coverage as and when the information becomes available. Now,